In 1962, a scientist named Bruce Banner walked onto a gamma bomb testing range and walked off as the angriest creature in the Marvel Universe. But here's the thing. There isn't just one Hulk. There's a gray one, a red one, a lawyer, a warlord, and a version so strong, he cracks the planet just by taking a step. These are all of the Hulks, explained, from weakest to strongest. Starting at the bottom, Bruce Banner himself. 7 PhDs, one of the smartest humans alive, and physically, a man who has lost a fight to a stiff breeze. But don't let the cardigan fool you. Every single monster on this list lives inside this man's head. In the comics, Banner's psyche is literally a prison, with every Hulk locked in a separate cell, arguing about who gets to come out. He's not the weakest Hulk. He's the cage. And the cage has a broken lock. The original. When Banner first transformed in 1962, the Hulk wasn't green. He was gray. The printer literally couldn't keep the color consistent, so Marvel switched to green and turned the mistake into canon. The gray Hulk is weaker than the classic version, but smarter, crueler, and only comes out at night. He eventually moved to Las Vegas, put on a suit, and worked as a casino enforcer under the name Joe Fixit. Yes, really. The strongest creature on Earth spent years breaking kneecaps for a casino boss, and he loved every second of it. The classic. The Savage Hulk is the green giant everyone knows. The mind of a child, the strength of a nuclear event, and one simple rule that defines the entire character. The madder Hulk gets, the stronger Hulk gets. Which means his upper limit is, quite literally, whatever the story needs it to be. He's held mountains. He's clapped shockwaves that put out forest fires. And in the movies, he turned a Norse god into a rag doll and walked away mid-sentence. Then there's the merged Hulk, better known as the Professor, or in the movies, Smart Hulk. Banner's brain in the Hulk's body. The best of both worlds. He wears glasses, signs autographs, and does dabs in diners. He's the friendliest version on this list, which is exactly why he's also one of the weakest. In the comics, if the Professor gets too angry, he doesn't power up. He reverts. Turns out the anger was doing a lot of heavy lifting. And then Banner got smart in a different way. After being injected with the extremist virus, he became Doc Green. A Hulk so intelligent he decided the world would be safer with no Hulks in it at all. So he made a list of every gamma mutate on Earth, built a cure, and started hunting his own family, one by one. A Hulk whose superpower is spreadsheets and follow-through. Somehow, one of the scariest versions ever written. But gamma radiation doesn't stop at one man. Meet the family. Jennifer Walters, Bruce's cousin, got an emergency gamma blood transfusion after a mob hit and became She-Hulk. Unlike Bruce, she keeps her intelligence, keeps her personality, and kept her day job. She's a practicing lawyer who happens to bench press trucks, and she's argued cases in front of the Supreme Court as a Hulk. She's also been breaking the fourth wall since before Deadpool made it cool, and she will absolutely remind you of that. Betty Ross spent decades as the love interest who kept getting caught in the crossfire. Then she died, got resurrected by a secret society, and came back as Red She-Hulk. Strength to rival Bruce, energy-absorbing abilities, and a sword, because apparently being a Hulk wasn't enough. The crossfire catches itself now. Scar, the son of Hulk, born on an alien planet in the middle of a civil war. He inherited his father's strength, plus something Bruce never had. Sword training, and the old power, which lets him channel the strength of an entire planet through his body. He came to Earth with one goal: kill his father. It went about as well as you'd expect, and the MCU version showed up in She-Hulk with a haircut nobody has forgiven yet. Amadeus Cho, the seventh smartest person on Earth, built a device to drain the Hulk's radiation and absorbed it into himself to save Banner's life. He became the totally awesome Hulk. A Hulk with a genius brain, a teenager's ego, and none of Banner's fear. It worked great, right up until it didn't, and the monster started winning. Cho eventually compressed the power into a leaner form called Brawn, because even he admitted the full Hulk was too much engine for the driver. Fast forward to the year 2099, where a Hollywood executive named John Eisenhart got caught in a gamma blast and became the Hulk of the future. Bigger claws, sharper teeth, worse attitude, and somehow still working in entertainment. Proof that no matter the century, someone always finds a way to stand too close to the gamma. Now we're done with the family reunion. These are the heavy hitters. General Thunderbolt Ross spent his entire career hunting the Hulk. Then he became one. The Red Hulk doesn't get stronger with anger. He gets hotter, hot enough to burn sand into glass just by standing on it. He can absorb energy, including the Hulk's own gamma, and unlike Bruce, he's a trained military strategist in a monster's body. In his first appearance, he beat the Hulk, beat Thor, and punched the Watcher in the face. The Hunter became the thing he hunted, and got a promotion out of it. The Maestro is what happens when the Hulk wins. A future where nuclear war wiped out every hero on Earth, and Banner absorbed a century of fallout, went insane, and crowned himself king of the wasteland. All of the Hulk's strength, doubled by decades of radiation. All of Banner's genius, pointed at keeping power, and none of the conscience. The heroes of his time are dead because he killed them. He's not a monster with a man inside. The man is gone. The Ultimate Universe Hulk is what happens when you remove the restraint entirely. This Banner recreated the super soldier serum using his own blood, and the resulting rampage killed over 800 people in one night. This Hulk isn't misunderstood, and he isn't a hero. He's hungry. And yes, that means exactly what you think it means. Some universes get a protector. That one got a predator. After Earth's smartest heroes decided the Hulk was too dangerous and shot him into space, he landed on a gladiator planet, survived the arenas, overthrew the Emperor, and became the Green Scar. The strongest Hulk that had ever existed, with a warrior's discipline on top of the rage. Then his new home exploded, killing his wife, and he came back to Earth as the World Breaker. During that rampage, one single footstep, nearly cracked the eastern seaboard. The heroes who exiled him needed a literal act of God to survive the reunion. And finally, the top of the gamma food chain. The Hulks that should not exist. The Immortal Hulk. The one that comes out at night, and the one that cannot die. Shoot him in the head, burn him to ash, cut him into pieces, and store them in separate jars across a lab, and he comes back. Every time. Because gamma isn't radiation in the comics anymore. It's a door. And something on the other side keeps sending him back. The Devil Hulk isn't rage. He's patient, brilliant, and genuinely terrifying, and his plan wasn't to smash a city. It was to end the human world. Slowly, and on purpose. And the strongest Hulk of all. The Breaker of Worlds. At the end of time, an immortal Hulk drained of everything human becomes the thing that eats universes. He cracks planets open like eggs. Galaxies go dark when he passes through them. This isn't a superhero anymore. This is entropy, wearing the Hulk's face. The Little Gray Man from 1962 ends the story as the last thing left in existence, holding the corpse of the universe. Sleep well. Before the recap, 2 quick honorable mentions. Clue: the Hulk's Hulk, because apparently even the Hulk has something angrier living inside him, and it once beat the entire Avengers roster in a single night. And Weapon H, a super soldier built from Hulk DNA and Wolverine's adamantium claws, because someone at a lab looked at the 2 scariest things in Marvel and said, what if both? He's exactly as unfair as he sounds. So next time someone tells you the Hulk is just a big green guy who smashes, remember, there's a casino enforcer, a lawyer, a king, a future tyrant, an immortal, and a thing at the end of time that eats galaxies, all wearing the same face. One scientist, one bad day, an entire pantheon of monsters. Not bad for a lab accident. And before you go, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more superhero content like this. There's a whole lot more on the way.